All right, guys. What do y'all got going on this weekend? No plans? I'm gonna organize a party in space. How do you do that?
How?
You plan it, duh.
Heyo!
Oh, a little space joke.
Heyo!
Cheers, man.
Cheers, brother.
10.
What are we on? 102? 101. 102.
102.
102.
Yeah.
So I think that's a new theme. We're starting off with a dad joke every week.
And we can segue into, isn't there a big launch? Starship number 10, launch number 10 on Sunday?
You're the only geek that pays attention
Everybody
to that.
knows that. It's been in the news.
Rachel, do you know that?
No, my son.
Right?
Yeah.
Starship
She
number
didn't know.
10, it's the 10. It's the big one. The big booster is going up.
Ooh, the big booster.
And then they've announced they're sending some astronauts that'll go around the moon and see the surface of the moon. Haven't been seen since 1972.
98% of our viewers just turned this off.
And then in a couple more years, they're actually planning to put people on the moon. How long has it been since that's happened?
69.
Something like that.
Yeah.
One of the Apollo missions.
That's a good conspiracy theory.
I think since Apollo 17, I think. So
Do you think that we landed on the moon?
of course we landed on the moon. Yes, we did.
You really think so?
Yes, we've had this discussion before.
Have we done this on the podcast?
Do you know how many people?
Do you think we landed on the moon?
Do you know how many
Chavez, did we
people
land on the
would
moon?
have to keep that secret? And people just aren't that smart.
I don't know, man.
There's no way.
You know, if someone came to you and held a gun to your head and said, "I will," you wouldn't tell a soul.
No.
That was a little aggressive.
I mean,
Just saying.
yeah, that's a little morbid,
I don't know. I'm not.
but it still doesn't change the fact
I'm
that
not
we landed on the moon.
I'm not sold on it.
What?
I'm not sold on it. No way. The fact that we haven't done it again is probably the biggest. So if we make it to the moon, then I will believe it. If we put another person on the moon,
I mean, it's just as likely that they can fake it again.
no, because there's too much technology now to prove that they're on the moon. Back then, you didn't have any technology,
There was enough to get to the moon.
or was there?
Yes, there was.
They placed specific reflectors, the astronauts that went up, they placed reflectors on the moon.
Yeah.
They're still there to this day. You can hit with a laser from Earth
Yeah.
and reflect like that.
I mean, there have been other countries that have seen the ships and the stuff that we left behind.
Yeah, on the
I mean,
But so just because we
Think of
doesn't
how-
mean that someone walked on the moon.
think of how complex.
Space. Hey, I can walk outside and grab a rock and be like, "Look at my space rock."
different than anything found.
Oh my God,
I don't know. I'm not sold. On it.
Bryce, you gotta do
not sold
some
on it.
research on this.
I'm not sold on it.
So, stock market rocking and rolling today.
It sucked a fat one this week though.
But
It was due.
But
it was due for a
Dow Jones is
comeback.
over 45,000 right now. It's a record.
That's good.
So
I didn't see that. That's
It's
good.
great. Over 45,000.
Good. We need it.
Yeah, and every other market is up. And Jerome Powell came on and kind of hinted toward a rate cut in September. Did you
Really?
see that?
I didn't.
Yeah. So everything has gone up as a result of that.
Everything is going well.
So everybody that predicted that he was going to do a rate cut was about 75%. Now it's at 90% that he's going to issue a
exciting.
rate cut. So now the question is, how much is that rate cut going to be?
I don't know. What do you think?
A couple of percentage points, maybe.
That much?
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
I hope
that's
so.
a big.
I mean,
a big
every
deal.
indicator would suggest that it needs to be cut. It's way overdue.
So what do you do like all day?
What do you mean?
So do you like look at like the next rocket ship in the stock market?
I
and,
look at news and I listen to podcasts and I listen.
What's
to
your
people.
favorite podcast?
I listen to Daily Wire. I think Daily Wire is probably my favorite. Yeah.
Really?
And I like Rogan. I love Rogan. You know,
He's been
you
kinda
can get
off lately.
a wealth of just random knowledge by listening to Rogan.
He had an ancient historian. But well, he wasn't even a historian, but he's like he has a podcast and he talks about like ancient history.
Yeah, I've listened to him.
Yeah,
that's fascinating.
That's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
There's a lot we don't know.
Yeah.
Like going to the moon.
Yeah. So you have all these theories, yet you don't know that a rocket is going to take off on Sunday.
You know, I don't
Big
pay
rocket.
attention to that. I guess
Yeah.
I don't. You know.
You'll hear about it. You'll hear about it when
Will
it
I?
happens. Yes, because it'll be big news.
I don't really watch.
It'll be in the
I don't
mainstream
follow
news.
news.
Yeah.
Do you watch the news? Like you go home and you watch
Yeah.
the 6 o'clock news?
Yeah.
Really?
And then the other topic this week
Oh, baby, you're full
was
of topics.
the Cracker Barrel rebrand. Have you heard about this?
You know, I saw some memes.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think about this?
what is it?
Are you like, no, they
Like, how are they rebranding?
so similar to the way Bud Light did the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, this is being equated to that. So, you know, they took a big hit as a result of doing that.
Bud Light did,
Yeah.
yes.
That marketing campaign. So now you've got this lady that they're saying she's allegedly this woke thing and that's what's driving it, but they're rebranding it. You know, have you ever been in a Cracker Barrel? It's old artifacts hanging on the wall, old country, you know,
Yeah, sure. But that's
sickles
that's the vibe.
and yeah, that's
Right?
it. Yeah. So they've updated it, and you know the logo was the farmer leaning against the barrel. All that's gone. It just says Cracker Barrel now, and it's very clean and a little more modern. And then all of the interior decor is changing from that to something a lot more modern. So people are losing their shit over this.
Did someone say that it was a racist, the Cracker Barrel?
No, but
name
they're
was
just saying
racist?
it was driven by wokeness, and there is a little bit of a flair to it. I'd say it's less manly, I guess you could say,
Barrel.
less rugged, and a little more soft. I should say soft. That's a good way to describe it. So people are losing their shit over this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, but you know, I guess it's people that like tradition. And
I mean, everyone rebrands at some point.
I don't go to Cracker Barrel, so I don't know if I'm qualified to talk about this.
a
But
good
you know,
spot.
if you're on a long road trip, you see a Cracker Barrel, it's a solid place to stop. It's
Solid place.
predictable. You
Best
know,
rocking
You
chairs
know
on the
what you're
planet.
going to get.
Yeah.
You get some chicken and dumplings and some collard greens.
What's that game that you played with the golf tees?
The triangle and
Yeah.
the golf tees. Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but I know what you're talking about.
It's my
Yeah.
favorite game ever.
Yeah, well, yeah, you go to Cracker Barrel. That's where they have it.
Are they getting rid of the golf tee game?
I would, you know, maybe.
They better not.
Maybe. See, even you're losing your shit.
I would lose my shit if they got rid of that. I would probably never go back.
You'd be the first one on the picket lines, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'd be picketing.
Protesting the Cracker Barrel rebrand.
I would be picketing.
Yeah. Well, so that's all the current events I've got.
There's some
Cracker
exciting
Barrel rebranding.
current events.
Yeah.
A little
Stock market.
a little more tame, a little more 60-year-old man than last week.
Oil prices holding steady. What is it, $65, $67 a barrel?
I don't think oil's going to do
Yeah.
much, man.
Yeah.
I think they're happy with it right there. That 65 to 75, I think it's going to stay for a while.
Economy's doing well. I think this rate cut is really going to put us into overdrive, though.
We had a good trade show this week.
We did. Prime Expo.
Prime Expo.
What does that stand for? Plant
Reliability.
Inspection, Maintenance, Expo.
Expo.
Yeah.
No, because it's a Prime Expo. So that it wouldn't be the Prim Expo. It wouldn't be the Prime Expo. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty sure it is.
I think it's engineering.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
either way.
Engineering. It was a good show.
It was a very good
It's
show.
a potent show.
Lots of traffic. It is every year. You know, we've culled a lot of trade shows, but that is one where we've hung on to.
For sure.
Yeah.
So when you go to a trade show, what's your goal?
You really, to stay relevant, I think you stay in front of your customer faces and then any potential new customers that are coming out. So I think it's just as much to attract new customers as it is to reintroduce yourself to other customers that are out there that you're currently dealing with.
So when you're planning for a trade show, this is kind of what I wanted to segue into a little bit. Like what's the purpose, right? I mean, you want to see customers, you want to meet new customers. Everyone at Prime Expo, you have either a 10 by 10 or a 10 by 20, right? There's probably 50 of them, 50 booths is what you call them. How do you stand out? I mean, what do you do? Because everyone's just doing the same thing. Everyone's in a polo, everyone's in their slacks, everyone's got a part and a business card. And I mean, what's your...
I think we do a pretty good job of
I
that.
would agree.
I think you have to be a little light. I think you have to make fun of the whole business aspect and this whole stuffiness of the sales guy in the khaki trousers and the golf shirt. And you got to do something a little crazy.
It's a
that
broken system,
people
isn't it?
will remember you.
It's
Yeah,
a broken system.
I would agree.
I think sales has gotten so stale.
It has. Yeah.
It's gotten so incredibly stale.
But so much of it is in that robotic corporate world, though, too, and I think that's what drives it. And I think that's the stereotype of what people think works.
Like, do you get messages on LinkedIn all the time? This is what it just drives me crazy. It's like lazy salespeople. They send out those canned, messages and emails. I mean, we get them every day.
Just following up on this one.
Driving your strategic growth, like those buzzwords that they use, it just drives me absolutely bananas. And so I was thinking about it when we were at the trade show.
Maybe there's a world that works in though, and
I don't think it is, man. I really don't. There's no effing way that works. Like, does someone really get a message and it's like, hey, I'm here to drive your strategic sales growth in today's AI-generated world, and you think someone reads it and I'm like, dude, that's exactly what I need. That's what I want. I want to drive my sales
Yes, I do
growth.
think there's people out there that read that.
No.
And it resonates with them.
No way.
It might.
No
It's
way.
a minority, I will agree with you, but there are, yes.
And we talked about this too. Like, you go and you talk to like a salesperson, and they just talk and talk
Yeah.
and talk and talk.
Yeah, and they don't listen.
They don't listen.
They're just waiting for their turn
They
to talk.
never listen. They just
Yeah.
tell you stupid stories
Yeah.
about. There's no relatability. There's no like, hey, what's your problem?
Yeah.
It's just, I think the art of sales has gone away.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of good salespeople out there anymore. You got that old school that's getting ready to retire. You got this young group that's being brought up, and they all have this technical sales training, and they don't. No one's ever like shown them like how to be relatable and how to listen.
But I think it's always been that way. I think there's always been a minority of good salespeople. There's always been a plethora of
Probably true.
People that go out and just are farmers. That's the old
they don't-
analogy, right? Farmers and hunters.
Yeah.
There's always been a very small minority of actual hunters, people that go out and develop business and secure strong relationships and build that business. But there's so many of those. And not that that's not a place in the world. There's definitely a place for that. But to your point, they're not as effective. So I think what you're trying to say is that there's just a lot more of those guys running around out there. But
It's
that's
just,
always been the case.
yeah, it has. I mean, it is. But I just remember like when I started out like listening to some of these old guys talk, man, they had some game. Like that old man from Sparkling Filters, like he was one of those old cats. He had charisma.
Yeah.
He could bullshit a little bit. And then you just wanted to talk to him. You wanted to listen, talk. If I was buying something from him, I probably would want to buy from him just because of, I think, his desire to help. You know what I'm saying? Like he just felt like he cared. He felt genuine.
He's approachable. Somebody you can relate to.
Yeah. This is the one thing that drives me crazy when you meet like a new sales guy, like a young sales guy. So this is sales training like 101. Say your name multiple times. That's what they say. So you get, hey Chris, how you doing today? So tell me, Chris, tell me about your business. So tell me, do you have any pain points, Chris? Like they say your name over and over again. That's another one that just drives me crazy.
Or they ask you those canned questions.
Yeah.
Like, so what's the one thing about your business?
Yeah.
If you could solve one problem, what would it be?
And it might, I guess it works with some people, but I hear people
right.
that come
It
in
does.
and do that canned pitch, and it's like, dude,
I don't have a lot of patience for that.
none, man, none.
Because it's kind of condescending, right? And I think there's some people that don't take it that way, but I personally do. I just take it as, don't.
You're not real.
Don't talk down to me like
You're
that.
not real.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we do well is we're, I think, relatable and we're different and we listen and, so someone has a problem.
Maybe it's because we're juvenile and we're not intimidating at all. So,
You're juvenile.
as are you.
I'm not juvenile. I'm the most mature person you've ever met.
Okay.
But so
Maybe
this-
juvenile is not the right word, but something
Immature.
along those lines. Yeah, maybe that's
Immature,
it. Yeah.
12-year-old humor,
Yes.
i.e. the dad joke from JB.
Yes.
Danny, you're next week, so you better start working on
Yes.
your
Say it
dad
in
joke.
Spanish, though, Danny.
So a good segue into parts of the week.
Yeah, let's do it.
A customer.
We've got a really cool one. I love this one.
That's a
So
crazy
We'll
part.
save that one for
yeah,
last.
save that
Yeah.
for last.
Yeah.
So a customer calls us and they have a problem. And they're like, I have a customer that they can't find this. He sends me a couple pictures. Look at that big hunk of metal. I mean, people are going to see that and I'm like, get out of here. I don't even want to touch that thing.
Is that like a pressure wash nozzle?
I think it's a grease fitting of some sort.
Oh, man.
Isn't that wild part?
Yeah.
So it's stainless steel. They couldn't find anyone to make it, and nobody wanted to touch it. It was only a couple pieces.
There we go.
Very intricate. You know, you have drilled holes all over the place, drilled tapped holes. You got it's milled at the bottom. It's just a weird part, and it's made out of stainless.
Yeah, a couple little nozzles that are around there. So 2 that are 180 degrees apart, and then one on the top.
One on the top. You got some grease fittings in there.
And then
drilled
threaded
and tapped
underneath,
at the bottom.
yeah.
You got those milled flats right there. I mean, it's just a goofy part, right? And so I threw him a ballpark price. I said, send me a sample so we can, make sure that we can make it. Send it, and here we are. It's not done.
It's not done.
They
It's a
still
good
got to drill the
start.
holes, but they got all the turning done. So turned it down, obviously, put the little angle there, parted it off, drilled, tapped. So now it was sitting at the middle. He's gonna drill and tap the holes. He's gonna mill those flats at the bottom. There's actually flats on the side. I don't know if you noticed that, but
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so just a crazy problem that a good customer
So it's,
had.
it's getting there. Yeah.
So it's just a
Very nice. What's the material? You said
304 stainless
304.
steel.
Nice. This is not 304.
That's
right?
304. It's
Is
just
it?
been used and abused out in the
Okay.
field. You can just see people have just ground away on that thing.
Yeah. It's like they put a pipe wrench on there.
Yeah.
And tried to grip it.
Yep. I mean, it is beat to living daylights. I mean, you can see they were doing something at the top, and they obviously
We could
not
even
get
put
it.
some more flats on it for them to put some wrench flats there,
Yeah.
so they could put a wrench on it, actual wrench.
Or a thicker flat.
All they got to do is tell us we can do this.
Yeah. Solve problems. That's
Yeah.
what we do, baby.
That's what we do. Solve their strategic issues.
Did you see this part out there?
I did not.
So an unassuming, what is it?
Set screw.
set screw.
Long set screw.
An unassuming set screw. What do you think the diameter is?
5/8.
5/8 11. Inconel 718.
Is it? I was
Yeah.
going to say stainless. Really?
Inconel 718. So they got the brooch in there. It's a cup point. Actually, this isn't a cup point. That's what I was questioning, but it is per drawing. But the description says cup point. That's not a cup point, right? You can't call that a cup point.
That is not a cup point,
because
no.
it's not cupped.
No.
It's just a flat.
Is it not done yet?
No, it's done.
Okay.
This is per drawing, but on the description of the drawing it said a cup point. But on the drawing it didn't have the cup. Because I confirmed that when I was out there looking at this. So Inconel, they're 48 pieces.
Little hex, internal hex broached
Internal
on
hex,
one side, yeah.
Internal hex, threaded beautifully. So they
What's the
threaded.
yield strength on that?
This is the 150.
Okay.
150 min yield. So they brought in bar, threaded the whole bar, parted them off, put the chamfer on it, parted it off.
How many pieces?
48.
Oh man, that's a good order.
It's a good order.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what 718 is going for per pound? It's expensive.
Is it 27? Higher, really?
What's 718
32?
right now, Daniel? 40?
40.
Like
Man.
38 to 40.
Jeez.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's gone up a lot.
Yeah.
Metal has definitely gone through the roof. And then you want to do, what do they call this part? This part is, I mean, I
a
guess
valve
it's a
stem.
stem.
It's a
Yeah,
valve
I guess
stem,
it's
yeah.
a stem.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the
Acme.
Acme threads there.
So
This is really cool.
So it's a 5/8, what was it, a 5/8, what was that? 5/8 10? 5/8 10 Acme thread. You know the material on that bad boy?
It's so thin. I don't know if I can.
It's so thin.
Get
That's what you
Get it.
said? Yes, it's a 5/8 10 Acme
There we go.
thread on
There
the
we go.
stem. And you see how it has those flats on it?
Weird profile.
That's actually tapered.
This is one of the coolest parts about it. So on that Acme thread there's actually a tapered section here, but they wanted to continue the Acme threads throughout that taper. So it tapers down towards almost a vanishing thread, and they wanted that taper right at the end. And I assume that's so that they can put the handle on it. So I'm sure there's like a manual circular handle that fits on that square piece right there.
That's a good point. I
And
didn't
then
think about
this
that.
is the actuator that would come up and down. Yeah, isn't that cool? So
Do you know the material on that?
this has got to be, looking at the customer, that's got to be some exotic material.
Exotic.
Right? Yeah.
Exotic K500?
Is it? Man. Monel K500. Acme threads, weird profile on the stem
Why do they call it a Cooper nickel?
because it's copper and nickel is the alloy.
But why do they say Cooper?
The alloying agents.
Have you ever heard that?
I think that's a brand name.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Cooper. C-U-P-E-R.
I think it's CPRE, I think.
I may be completely wrong on that, but I
Cooper.
think it's a brand.
Okay.
And they probably just, because it resembled copper, and they probably specialized in copper elements.
Copper nickel K500, a valve stem. It's for a 1-inch, 900-pound globe valve.
Very nice.
It's wild, isn't it?
1-inch, 900. So this is probably going to have compression packing on it inside the valve. You know, they may use another type of sealing element, but I bet it's compression packing, and that's going to run in that smooth section right there.
Compression
So the
packing.
surface finish on that is very critical. That's why they call out the finer surface finish there.
What exactly is compression packing?
Compression packing is typically made, well, it's made of a variety of materials. You can go from, you know, commodity yarns, even cotton and things like that, but the higher performance ones are made of graphite or carbon fiber, and they're basically braided into a square cross section.
And so do they wrap it around?
And they wrap it around the stem, and it sits inside a stuffing box. And then you have a gland follower that with two nuts that push that gland follower down and creates compression. So it squeezes all of that compressed packing in, and that's what creates a seal. But it still allows the stem to rise up and down, but you still got a seal there. So you see that? See the way I did that?
That's good.
I know.
You're good with those two fingers.
Funny the way you grin every time. Yeah.
I mean, how can you not? You went like this on the stem, you know? So what's more inappropriate, selling like nuts or selling like gland packing, a stuffing box? I mean, I could
What
have
was
some
the
fun.
question?
What's more inappropriate? I could have some fun selling valves and stuffing boxes.
I think you could go a lot. You can get a lot more mileage out of nuts, I think.
Yeah, a lot.
Big nuts, slippery nuts, strip nuts.
We had the at the trade show. You had your stickers. We love our nuts with the little squirrel rolling
Yeah,
our
people
nuts.
love stickers, man.
They do.
I don't know what the deal is. with
Especially, I think.
that. Or I do know because I like them. You
Well,
know, we put them on
refiners, coolers is a big
yeah.
one. But I think
Hard
people in
hats.
refineries and chemical plants, if you're out in the field, I mean, they got the hard hats and they
Yeah.
have them full.
little identity thing, you know, makes them unique.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
it's a good thing. And you know, if it's humorous and kind of takes on a lighthearted subject, it's
People love it.
good. Yeah.
They love it. What are you doing this weekend? Anything?
You know, I don't really know. You know, we came back from vacation last week. This has been a very quick, short week. We're a little bit stressed. We're thinking about going down to Galveston, but we're still on the fence on that. I'm not sure if we'll do it or not. We'll
Sometimes
see.
it's nice
Andrew's
just to
not
sit at
feeling
the
that
house.
well, so
Really?
we'll see. Yeah,
It's just nice
Yeah.
to sit at the house sometimes.
I know. That's maybe what we'll do. And we're trying to get Milldale up for sale, and I'm working on that place out there. So
Yeah, if you need a house in Kingwood,
hit me up.
I know a guy.
Yep, we'll make you a great deal on it.
It's a nice crib too.
Yeah, it's
I always
great.
like that
It's
house.
a beautiful house. Yeah, got a pool and
Great location.
great game room upstairs. It's
Yeah.
almost like a guest quarters. You
Yeah.
know?
Yep. For sure.
The West Wing,
The West
as
Wing.
we called it.
The in-law suite.
Did I tell you, we just repainted the garage floor. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I'm kind of. It looks better than when we lived there.
Oh, you're gonna move back in, aren't you?
Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
On
You?
that note,
You?
you know we're going over the lake again.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Braden and a bunch of his friends they're going to a concert at the Whitewater Amphitheater.
Awesome. That's a great place.
It's an awesome
Who's
place.
playing there?
Treaty Oak, I think is what it's called. I've never heard of them, but I guess all the kids love them. So there's a bunch of high school kids coming to the house.
You know, you can actually float in the river on a tube.
Yeah.
Because you sit across the bank.
Yeah.
And the stage is on the other side.
Yeah.
So there's people in the water.
Yeah.
There's people up here.
So we
in
rented
seats.
for my birthday a few years ago. It's called the White House. It's on the other side of the river.
That's right,
And
yeah.
we sat on the balcony on the deck and
awesome.
listened to a band. And we were all, sauced up, and we were screaming at the band, and he was talking back to us. It was awesome. It was hilarious.
So they, on this other opposite side from the stage, they opened up a brand new campground.
RV park kind
Yeah,
of thing,
RV
yeah.
park, but it's also,
Yeah,
they've got a lazy
tents
river,
and-
they've got all kinds of stuff there. And it's called Camp Fimfo, and it's a cool place.
Yeah, it looks good.
We went there on opening weekend a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks like a cool
Awesome.
spot. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
All right, man, have a good weekend.
102 in the books.
102,
Adios. Thanks for watching.
Bolts and Hose. Like, share, follow.